What's up, Foundation? What's up, YouTube? Man, it's me, your big partner, cartoon53. Man, I'm back again. Back again, homie. Story time, yeah. First off, so we get this out the way, please like and subscribe. Man, I don't like saying that. Boy, I feel like I'm begging like a big dog. And y'all already know what y'all supposed to do, man. If y'all watching these stories, y'all watching YouTube, any and everybody out there, y'all know what we require, what we ask of y'all. To hit the like button and hit the subscribe button. So if you already know, why should I have to get on here every day or every other day like everybody else begging and whining? Please hit the like. Please hit the subscribe. Please hit the subscribe. Man, just go ahead and do that junk, man. I shouldn't have to do it. But anyway, now that I got that out the way, moving right along. Man, to the story. Listen, y'all remember when I told you the story about when I was in prison, how I worked at the work center, where at the food distribution plant, where this is the big plant that that distributed all the food to every prison in Alabama. Huge, had like 7 big major buildings. When I did the video about I had a gun in prison, this is where I was working at, but I wasn't working in the food department. I was working in the back, in the sanitation where all the trash and stuff come in. That's where I found the heat at. But anyway, before then, when I was working up in the food department, I went from being a loader, just, loading, boxes on the trucks. I went from being a loader to a forklift driver. This is where I learned how to drive forklifts at. And I told you, I say, man, I'm bad with that forklift, homie. I can make a forklift dance. I'm talking about, I can make that thing get down, So anyway, I had a boss. My boss lady. She was cool as a fan. She was cool as a fan. Didn't bother me when I went to her, petitioned her about learning how to drive a forklift. She's assigned another inmate dude to me who was a regular forklift driver to show me how to, drive a forklift. She was cool. We had another lady that worked there, though. Miss Abbott. White girl. Let me tell you something, man. I had a cold thing for Miss Abbott. I'm talking about titties out to here. Boy, they was sitting up, and she wasn't fat, she wasn't big, she was just heavy-chested. And I told y'all before, man, I don't give a dang about what no woman butt look like. If she got some, I like thighs and titties. I don't care if her butt's so flat you could see her belly button from the back. I don't care. But if she got them big old thighs and them big old titty, oh yeah, she got the tombstone, But anyway, but Miss Abbott was like that, man. She was a country girl. It's like her daddy had a farm raising horses, and she would go out there and ride horses every day for the last 20, 30 years. You know how that make them spread out. But anyway, so as time goes on. Now here it is. I'm the regular forklift driver. I had end up getting into it with my boss lady, my regular boss lady. I didn't see it coming. It came out of nowhere. We start passing words. Now, this is the thing when you're dealing with females that have been put in a position of authority in a judicial system over other men, they tend to get the big head. Yeah, the big head. That's why I feel sorry for any dude that's married to a woman that has been a correctional officer over 5 years. Especially if she'd have made sergeant or captain, lieutenant or something. Oh man, I could just imagine what their household is like. Because a woman that works in the Department of Corrections, she's not going to stay the same. She's not. She is going to become accustomed to telling men what to do, telling men how to do it, when to do it, where to do it, and who to do it with. And it's just the law. It is what it is. It's the law of averages. And so a lot of women gonna have a problem, as they gonna find it hard not taking their job home with them. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And because I know a lot of dudes, that told me horror stories. they become accustomed to telling the dude this, this, and this. They gonna take that same junk home and try it with they kids and their husband. And that ain't gonna work all the time, homie. You know, it's man, what? Please. You better learn how to drop that junk off at the front door, because don't bring that mess up in here. I don't care what you doing at work. I don't care how many disciplinaries you writing. I don't care how many dudes you mason, spraying, jumping on with your stick or what with your partners. That's what you do at work. When you bring your chicken head behind off work and come home up in this house, you better leave it at the front door, home girl, because you don't run spit up in this one. We could do it together. But you're not going to be talking to me like I'm no inmate, like I'm one of them dudes in jail locked up. Heifer, you better get your mind right, because getting some doodle thrown in your face up in here, that's the least of your worries, you know? So anyway, it's hard to deal with a woman that has that superiority complex over men because she's been working in the jail so long. So, you know, this is what kicked in with my boss lady. This what kicked in with her. She was cool at the beginning, you know what I'm saying? But of course, I had limited contact with her. So that's what I call it, being cool, you know? So here it is. She knew I had a thing for Miss Abbott, because every chance I got, I was up in Miss Abbott's face trying to talk to her, trying to schmooze with her, canoose with her, and all that. And she was she was a little receptive to what the big homie was talking about, you know? I think she was feeling me. She always giggling and higgling. And I used to try to stand up real close to her and talk low. So I could I just wanted to brush my arm up against one of them titties or something. Anything. You know, man, they was big and pretty. My boss lady started peeping this. I believe that's where me and her relationship, as far as being cool, started going south. It started going south, man. It started going south. She started asking me to do a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't cool. She started nitpicking about certain stuff. When she seen me sitting around, not on the forklift, she would always, what are you doing? What are you doing? Like, man, what? Then when I would go to her and try to talk to her and find out what was her malfunction, she had, started having a little snarky attitude. Now, my thing, like, hey, check this out, home girl. If you got a thing for RoboCrip, let him know. Let me know. You know what I'm saying? We could do something strange for a little change, as long as you keep it on the down low and don't tell nobody nothing. I ain't trying to get no more time fooling with your whip snake head self, you know? But anyway, this is the day where the rubber met the road at. This is the day where everything went bad. Remember I told y'all, when I was there the first time when I had the job, I quit. What I didn't tell y'all, I quit once and I went back and got fired once. When I got fired, when I came back again, that's when I went back there to the trash part. But I quit the first time because I was getting too fat, getting too big, eating too much. This part right here is what I left out. I wasn't going to tell y'all about this one, but hey, content is content. So look, when we came to work that morning, the work bus from the prison come in, it'd drop us all off. Man, drop about 12 or 13 of us off right here. And we all just going to our prospective areas to work. So when I came in, I seen my boss lady on the main floor, in the little cube, in the little section off area where they was. I seen her. Now all the time when I come in, I chunk my fingers up to her and like let her know, hey, what's happening? Boom. For about the last 2 days, I wasn't doing this. On this second day when I came in, everybody else came in. You got some dudes that'll go to the office and want to hee-hee-ha-ha with them. I wasn't doing none of that. When I came in, I went straight to over there to our work area, you know. I sat down with the kicking it, boom, boom, boom. She was feeling some type way. Did I know it? No. But I later on learned it. So the reason why I didn't speak with her, because she had already been tripping. She'd already been acting a fool with me for the last, I don't know how long. So, man, I'm like, man, bump this hoe. She tripping, cuz. So, boom. I jump on the forklift. Jump on the forklift. I'm doing my thing. So she called me. I kept a little radio. I had a little radio on my hip, and she could chirp it. It was like a little two-way. Chirp, chirp. Cartoon. Yeah, what's up? Come to the office, or go over here and pick that up, or go over there and pick that up. Chirp, chirp. Bet. She chirped me. Chirp, chirp. I'm like, yeah. She say, listen, I need, whatever you're doing, you need to stop doing it. I need for you to go up on the ramp on the cold side and get those boxes of fish. I need all those boxes of fish brought over here and put on the dock, because it's a truck leaving out going to such and such prison, whatever, and they need that fish ASAP. I'm like, all right, I got it. So whatever I was doing, I think I was in the back messing with those pallets, those wooden pallets, stacking them. I would go back there and we would stack the wooden pallets on the forklift. I'd take them about 5, 6 at a time. I got up to taking them 10 at a time. And I put them on the back of this truck and move them in, pick them up, lift them in, sit them down. And we flush up against each other, because you got to have a row of 6 and then another row of 6. 20 pallets high, though. 20 pallets high. And I would stack them, man. I was bad, man. Have I ever dropped a load? Yeah. You know, a real forklift driver got a saying, you ain't a forklift driver till you drop your first load. You know what I'm saying? Till your first load fall off the forklift. Well, I became a forklift driver real early, because, man, I was slinging cake mix, fish, chicken, potatoes, peas. Man, I was slinging stuff everywhere until I learned how to drive that forklift. Looked like a giant food fight around that, So look, bang. I stopped what I was doing in the back with them pallets. I come on up. I got the fast truck. Everybody know. All the forklift drivers know. Don't fool with this truck. This is my truck right here. My truck. Man, I be flying on that thing. We used to be in the back, have forklift races and all that. So when I come up, I scoop up on the ramp. When I come around, I'm looking around. I see Miss Abbott. Miss Abbott got the big doors to the cold is where the cases and fish and all that stuff go in. So I'm like, oh, shoot. So it's a ramp. You come up the ramp, you bust a left, and they got all these big coolers, that, big enough for a forklift to go in. But what we would do, we would take the electric jack. Those who work know what the electric jack is. We would go in with the electric jack. We would get the cases of fish that was on whatever pallet that we was getting, jack it up, clack, 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 and pull it, turn it around, and push it right to the front of the cooler, and then, like, it's a button you can hit, and the electric jack come down. Hit the button, and it come down. Bang. And you just pull the jack on out and go back and finish doing whatever type of work you're doing. That way, when I come up on it on the ramp, I don't have to take the forklift into the cooler. I just pick the pallet up full of whatever right there at the door, back it up, come on down, and handle my business. So this is what I'm doing. But now I'm clowning, trying to talk to Miss Abbott, the titty monster, and do my thug thizzle. I didn't even see my boss lady. I didn't see her. I did not see this old hag. I just didn't see her. I'm hee and ha with Miss Abbott. I just picked up a big pallet of fish. And so I was sitting there bragging about, man, I could do this by myself. Man, I could do this. I'm fast. I'm like this, that. So I come on out. When I come on out, I back out. Whoop. I bust that right. Boom. And I'm coming back down the way. When I get to the ramp, excuse me, y'all. When the weather changing. When I get to the ramp, boy, that was some good stuff right there. Some type of limeade juice, lemon lime or limeade. But anyway, so look, y'all. When I get to the ramp, A forklift driver, if for y'all out there who don't drive forklifts and don't know, you never go down a ramp with a heavy load on the front of your forklift. If it's a heavy load, a serious heavy load, you're going to drop it every time if you go forward. A real forklift driver knows when you got a heavy load, you take it, you raise it up about a foot. You turn your forklift around and you come down a ramp backwards. You back down the ramp. When you get to the bottom of the ramp, you come back, you stop it, turn it around, and take your load over to the dock. Come on up with it. Come on, drop your load, get on about your business. You know what I'm saying? So now, you gotta know when you coming down that ramp backwards, you have glass, you have mirrors over here. Some have them in the middle, some have them on the far. You gotta watch that mirror. Of course, when the forklift is coming down, it's beep, 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 because it's moving backwards. And you would think anybody with common sense that works in this area, they know what that sound means. That means a forklift is backing up, get out the way, because you are automatically in my blind spot if I do not see you because I'm backwards and I don't have eyes in the back of my head. Cool. You would think that. So here it is, man. I'm sitting up here trying to freestyle and get my clown on. Man, I came down I come down real quick. I'm bragging about how fast I was. I whipped that thing and hit it backwards, and with the coming down that ramp real fast, I didn't look in not one mirror. I did not realize that Broomhilda was in back of me. And I'm coming down that ramp, and all of a sudden, Miss Abbott, she going, cartoon. So I'm like, huh? And when I seen the mirror, all I could see was a flash of a person, of a skinny person in the thing. But now I knew who it was because of the red hair. Boss lady had that red hair, and she flashed by the mirror so quick. I was like, "Oh shoot!" I don't cuss, and I whipped that thing. That's another thing. Y'all been listening to me so long. I ain't heard a lot of y'all comment on that one. For y'all that's new that been listening, if you pay attention, you'll see your big partner don't cuss. Period. That's what keeps me jumped up in the algorithm, y'all. But look. Man, I backed that thing down so quick. And so when I seen old girl flash through the mirror, I was like, oh shoot. And I whipped that wheel, but she was in the process of running to get out the way. When I whipped the wheel, I whipped it at the bottom of the ramp. And I spun it so hard that my whole load on the front of the forklift just went flying that way. When I whipped it around, I stopped and I go to look and I'm looking. I said, man, I hope I ain't ran this woman over, man. What had happened was when I was coming with the beep, 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 she thought I seen her. She thought I was going to stop. No, I didn't see you. And no, I wasn't going to stop if I didn't see you. So this is my thing. Now, of course, all forklift drivers, y'all know this. It's our responsibility to look out for people on foot, pedestrians. But now, my way of thinking is different. My way of thinking is like this here. Here it is. I'm a 180-pound human being versus a 4-ton machine. I'm not expecting that 4-ton machine. I don't care who driving it. To watch out and protect me. Man, I'm finna watch out and protect myself. I'm finna get out the way. I trip on pedestrians. They got the right of way. I tell you what, since you stuck on that right of way and act like you don't want to look, I guarantee you when that car hits you, you're going to lose. You're gonna be in the upper room talking about, but I had the right of way. Yeah, that's why you gone now. Right away. Yeah, you got right away sent to the upper room. Stupid. Talk about like expecting somebody else to respect the pedestrian lane. Up all that. I'm getting out the way. Big old forklift machine, go on about your business. You win. I can't whoop you. You get the win every time. But look though, so She went to running. I bet she looked like a match on fire with that red head and her skinny self. Trying to run. She had the nerve to dive. I didn't see it. Miss Abbott told me about it. She had the nerve to dive and call herself rolling out the way. She dove and rolled up under one of them trucks. Matter of fact, it was a security truck, the police truck that, that goes around the perimeter every 10, 15, 20 minutes or whatever. And, they sit kind of high. But Witchy Poo, Miss Matchstick Lady, she run and dove and rolled. By the time I flipped the truck around and jumped off of it looking for her, she was up under the security truck. Her head was pushed up against the back tire. And she was hollering, "You trying to kill me? You trying to hurt me? You trying to hurt me?" I'm like, man, come on. I'm like, here we go. Here we go. It didn't matter what I said. It didn't matter what I tried to convey to them people or what I did, any of that. I was through. Didn't none beat me back to the prison but the headlights on the van. I was fired again for sure. Well, not again, but for sure. But it's all good. It one of them things that happen, y'all. But anyway, man. Tell the people you love them. Keep your head on the swivel. And don't never forget, homie, I represent the gangsters. The Avalon gangsters. I'm out. Peace. Ha ha ha. Tricked y'all. Y'all thought I was gone. Listen. Somebody in the foundation on one of my last videos was telling me, Tune, I like the positive message that you give to the kids at the end, and don't stop. And and that's a good thing too. Like for youngsters out there right now that's listening to this video, I'm just telling y'all about a job that I had in prison. But now that same job I've had out here on the streets. You can do it. You can make it. If a person can go to prison and come and learn a skill and come out here on the streets and utilize it while you out here on the streets, go ahead and learn you a skill. If you do not want to go to regular school no more, then go get you a trade. Go to a trade school. I recommend that for a lot of y'all. Go to trade school. Learn you a trade that you can put to use in the streets, in the workforce. Don't wait till you go to prison to learn no trade, homie. Learn you a trade out here. Electrical, carpentry, roofing, chemical, HVAC. They got so many things that you can learn and put it to use. So anyway, man, that's just me. That's my message to y'all, homie. I'm out. Peace.
Gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie, gangsta boogie. Ain't nobody gangsta boogie. 4, 2, 1, man. 4, 2, 1, man. Look at